Hey everybody, it's Brooke. Welcome back. Part 5 of our fabulous December daily Christmas journal folio surprise book. Yeah, I don't really know what to call it. I love it though. So this will be our last event in this series because we are going to finish this up. I have pulled out some trim. I've just been sort of setting things aside as we went that I might want to put on the front, but I want to keep the front really simple. So I pulled out some little bits of trim. That was back at the very beginning. I've pulled out my dish of buttons. This button frightens me and I don't even know what to say. I'm putting that over there. It's going in the scary button pile. But we have a bunch of old, smaller vintage buttons in this dish, so I pulled those out. I pulled out what used to be a beautiful jelly roll of Tim Holtz fabric that my sweetest friend Jeff gave to me, Hottie Popo. And there's some lace and some of the doily that we used inside. I've got my 3/16 inch grommets and my big bite, no, crocodile. And I also have the one last, about 3/4 sheet from our paper kit. And that is it. It is used up. So those are the things that I pulled out to look at using for the cover. And again, I really do think I want to leave it simple. I am loving how this journal is turning out. We're also going to put in a closure and so we can tie it all up and keep it together. Very fuzzy, got a lot of fuzzy bits. So I know that I want to use this piece of paper. It really speaks to the whole theme of the book. And again, I wanted to use up every scrap from this kit because it was so gorgeous. So I'm thinking the first thing I want to do is cut a rectangle, maybe out to here, and we'll put that on the front. Maybe, I wonder if it would be easier if we could get a better bond. I will do a final flip through at the end. Oh yeah, that'll work better. Get our little pearls out. Oh yeah, and I found this string of pearls just laying on my desk, so that's a possibility. But again, want to keep it simple. So let me get out the giant chopper. Still haven't bought the Fiskars Precision, I think it's called. Still haven't bit the bullet. Don't know why. Almost everyone that I spoke to at the roadshow loved it, gave it thumbs up. One person said, yeah, not so much. And that person is an excellent crafter, so I'm wondering if maybe they got like a defective one. Defective? Is that a thing? Oh, look how gorgeous that is. Okay, so we've got these little strips. Get the chopper out of the way. Still haven't gotten tired of this paper. Nope. So I want to make sure this is not in the way of the spine. Do I want it down further? Don't want it up here. What I'm thinking, honestly, I was looking at these when I was setting up the camera. I love this little applique. And I'm thinking almost just that. Do we like that one? I mean, I think it's beautiful, but I don't know if I like it on here. I don't want both. No, I like the other one better. I like the shape of it. I like how it crosses over the paper and the fabric and then the paper again. But then I was also thinking of covering the spine with the lace that we used inside. Oh, hello. Oh, yes. I think that might be fantabulous. What do you guys think? Scoop this up a little bit more. trying to cover up as the littlest bit of the paper and still tie it all in. I think that is kind of gorgeous with all the different shades of the cream and the pinks. Yeah, I mean, I had the buttons out and I don't even think it, I don't want buttons on there, I don't think. Oh, yeah, well, maybe a button or two. But I'm kind of liking this. All right, you know what? Sometimes you should just go for it. So let's do that. I'm gonna pull this aside like this so I don't forget. Grab my ink. We've been inking on the inside, so let's go ahead and ink this as well. Should we edge punch this and make it a pocket on the front? No, let's not. It's getting fat and it's just a one signature, 1 month kind of journal, so let's not do that. I like the idea a lot, but I did a lot more on the inside than I intended to because it was too much fun to stop. So I think we'll keep the cover nice and simple. Oop, everything's getting tangled up. So we want to keep it over. Eyeball it again. I want to cover up our stitching when we bound in the pages, the signature. Oh, I like it just like that. So what's going to be the best way to do this? I'm going to end up wasting some of the lace because I like this curve right there and the way the card kind of nestles into it right here. So it's not the most economical use of the lace, but I really like it. So I think what I'm going to do is tack down the lace to get an idea of where to place our card. Gotta concentrate now. Oh, and wait for the fabric tack, you know, the usual. Still so thick. Still don't have any new. Oh, I like that a lot, you guys. Yep. We'll tack the lace down, get the card glued down, and then go back and do a better job with the lace. I think is what we should do. Maybe I'll do the back of the lace right now. If you're covering up your spine like this, you don't want to go too shallow on either the front or the back, or you'll have problems with the lace peeling up when the book gets fatter. So we've got plenty of overlap on the back, but what the heck is up with that? Let me get out my dry baby wipe and see if we can clean off some of this. I swear this time, as soon as we're done, I'm going to make a note to myself to get fabric tack tomorrow. Got all kinds of other stuff coming up. I'm going to play with the Recreations Planner, our creative daily planner, and I have an exciting announcement about that. And I have an Etsy shop share, a little project we can do, and a kit that's available that I have been wanting to do forever. What else is coming up? Well, tomorrow's Creepy Baby Night, Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Recreations by Brooke on YouTube. We play on an altered book that we're making. So, all kinds of stuff. I know our move is going to come up suddenly. They're just going to call and say, okay, well, you're closing in 3 days. And I'll have to take some time off. Okay, just thinking how to get everything glued. Okay, so I am going to put a little glue right here. Come on, fabric tack, you can do it. Oh, look at the string. Man. And I'm going to use the fabric tack on the cardstock too, because it is good heavyweight cardstock. Oh, now it's whistling. Have you guys had your fabric tack whistle before? Because that's fun. It's a festive little touch. Huh, Luckily with the strings, when we're done gluing everything, I can just go back and pick them off. They won't hurt anything, but they're annoying. You know how if you use hot glue, the strings sometimes stick to things. Fabri-Tac will just pick right up. I never use hot glue anymore. I just don't find that it sticks that well. Okay. That back in there. I don't want to buckle the lace. Straighten this up and try to get our beautiful cover on. Oh, look at that, you guys. Oh, I hear angels singing because it's fabulous. Get that string off there. There we go. Get rid of the Fabri-Tac. The stringies. I'm just holding that down, letting it grab. Now, go back and do a little more tacking with our lace. And frame, let's see, there we go. Let's see if we can get a new tune out of our Fabri-Tac. What the heck? Oh, well that's odd. It's actually squirting out from under the lid like it's cracked. You guys see that? Look. Oh, and it's crooked. Huh. I broke my Fabri-Tac. Perfect. Only me. Only me. Makes me feel slightly less bad about buying new Fabri-Tac since I busted it. That's weird. Wonder how I did that. I'm sure it's just been excruciating watching me try to fight with this. Hey, Brooke, cough up the $10 and get a new bottle. I will do it. I promise. Promise. Just smoothing that down a little bit. Not so hard that it all comes shooting out, but enough that we get a good, firm contact. Oh, you guys, look at that. Oh, I love it. Sometimes, indeed, simple is just best. It is true. Get that tacked. Just trying to go around the holes in the lace. Can you guys see me? Scoot it back down a little bit. And just gently pressing it down. Want to make sure we've got good contact over the spine. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's kind of distracting with this, but when we fold it up, you'll see how absolutely magnificent it is coming out. Guess that would be magnificently. And we have plenty of room for our applique, and we don't have to cover up very much of the paper. Look at that. Gotta be precise now. I don't know, it's so beautiful. I don't think we could put it down in a wrong position, but I like that very much. So let's go ahead and see if we can eke out enough of this mess. Now I've got a little ball on the end. Huh. Well, my Fabri-Tac is not my friend today. Hasn't been. And it is bubbling right out of the neck. If anyone knows what I did to it, would you let me know so that it doesn't happen again? Because it's really annoying. Oh, you can't even see me. The bottle's in the way. Sorry. Just waiting for the Fabri-Tac. Want to make sure we get plenty. That would also explain why it's so thick if air has been getting in there. I mean, it's holding really well, but it's very thick. I know you've been enjoying it. Don't deny it. You have been. Get some in the middle. And what did we decide? Oh, just like this. Oh, don't want to go over the edge. Don't want to go over the spine. Just got glue all over me. That's cool. Those colors could not be better. They are just perfect. Scoot that down a little bit. Now it's covering our brown paper. It's covering our fabric. It's covering our card. So we've got all those textures and colors and different fibers sort of running into each other, and I'm mad about it. I don't know if we even need the buttons. Let's fold it up and see how it looks. I'm probably pushing it, folding it this soon. Oh, hello, lover. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? I'll trim this off. I'm going to put it down flat again, just because I want to let it dry a little bit more. But look, oh wait, I'll bend it one more time. Look, quick. Look how pretty it looks on the back with just that little bit of lace. So pretty. Okay, so we'll put it flat again. And let's audition a button, but I don't know if I want to do any more. Peggy Pockets, I can hear you out there going, buttons, buttons, put in buttons. This is a little flat one. It doesn't have a right or a wrong side. What else have we got in the button jar? Oh, I like these. Sorry, that's on foil. That must have been delightful. All right. I'm going to put on a button or two. It does look pretty. Nope, I think just one. Just the one. Look at me making snappy decisions. Okay. Pop that in there. I don't think I want the pearls. I don't know if I want anything else. Nope, I don't. I just think it's absolutely perfect. Wiping off my poor broken fabric tack. Yes, I still don't get that. Look how bent the tip is. Hey, mad skills, I'm telling you. Alright, so we've got our button down. I have fabric tack on the ends of my nails, so everything is sticking. Let's go ahead and trim our lace off. My scissors are buried. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm loving it. So we'll put on the closure and then I will do a flip through. By the time this video goes up, it will be, the journal will be in my shop. Let's do it this way. I just think it is fabulous. If I hadn't started my December daily, I'd so be keeping this. Yep, it'd be going right on my little bookshelf. And I like that. We got kind of a rough edge, which we've been doing through the whole book, which I really like because it's like this very formal, fancy, and then some kind of more homespun, and I like that combo a lot. All right. Look at us go. Okay. Oh, look at that. Yep, could not be happier. So I'm going to do a very simple closure on this. I am going to, I think I'll actually go absolutely insane and measure this. Is it 10 inches? Is that right? Yep. So let me grab my little pencil. I'm going to make a mark at 5 inches on the flap, which is right about here. Actually, I want to go in further. Right about here. I'll never see that on the washi tape. 1 second, I'll be, oh, where's the mark? Well, I'm still looking at it. I'll get out the crocodile. I'm going to go ahead and punch a 3/16 hole right where we made that dot. Oh, there's something in my crocodile. I got bits. Where's my pokey tool? Ah, there it is. I was binding some stuff last night, or putting grommets in. I must have eyelets, whatever you want to call them. Must have not cleaned it out. So I can still see the hole, thank goodness. Just going up to our pencil hole we just made. And that's round about 5 inches. Don't have to be crazy about it. Close enough. Gonna poke that stuff out. And let's see. Let's see if she can get an eyelid in on the first shot while filming. I think I just want a nice silver one. We've got some shiny silver on the back. Let me see if I can pull out a shiny one. Here we go. I think that'll be just perfect. This is just an old container that I have my 3/16 grommets in. I don't know if you can see it, or washers, whatever. I have 3/16 written on there, and then it's written in Sharpie, and I have A/1 in Sharpie. That's the setting that you need for your crocodile to set that size eyelet. Oh, I knocked him off. Oh no, where did he go? Eyelet run away. Let's see, make sure I'm doing this on the right side. We want the front to be here. Yep, we got it. Okay, so with your crocodile, you want the tall part to go into the front of the grommet. You want the rounded part in the back. See, you gotta get an angle on there to see that you're in the right spot. And then you give it a good squeeze, and boom. Look at that. It split perfectly in the back. Yay. Okay. So we've got our little grommet there. We've got our flap. Everything lines up. And then I had grabbed all of the Tim Holtz fabric to see. I just want a simple fabric tie. That's all I want to do. I almost think I like the first one I grabbed. I like that a lot. A torn strip of that to tie it closed, I think is going to work for me. Yay! Excuse me. Don't you like when the first thing you grab works out? So this is a good long strip, yard, I'm guessing. That was a great gift. Thank you so much, Jeff. You're so sweet. I use it all the time, even though I made a big fat mess out of it now. And I think I want our closure to be, I don't know, about that wide. What is that? I can tell you. It is 1/2 inch, just about. So I'm going to tear it because I do want it. I want it torn and stringy. I love how that looks. Ooh, it did not tear straight though, dude. Not even a little bit. Uh-oh. Means these were not cut on the grain. So let's see if we start from the other end, if we can get a straight cut. Or a straight tear. Bummer. Oh boy. What do we got going on here? We got us a mess. I'm hitting the lights. I'm going insane. Okay, we do have a lot of strings. Let's see if there's something we can figure out here. So there are a lot of strings. We'll trim it down. Oh, actually, it looks like we got a fairly even. I am not concerned if it's not exactly the same width. Not one bit. I love the raggedy look. I love the strings. Not quite this many strings, but I like the big fluffy bow that it makes. And I curved our little closure a little bit, so as the book gets fatter, you'll have more room to loosen up the bow and put more stuff in there. It can get fatter. Okay, that's getting a little better. No wonder I always have fuzz bits everywhere. I'm a fuzz maker. Okay. So this is about the most simple closure in the world that you can make for a journal. It's very easy to use, it's very easy to do, and I think it looks gorgeous. Sometimes I do more elaborate ones, but nope, I am good with this one. So I can do some more trimming after we get it through. So here's our eyelet. I'm just going to grab my pokey tool again. And what we're going to do is we need a shorter piece on the front and then a longer piece that'll wrap all the way around the back. So I'm going to grab my pokey tool. Actually, you know what? It might be easier to do it this way. From the end, I'll make a slant on the end and yank it through that way. Things that are so easy to do when you're just crafting away by yourself become monumentally difficult while recording. So that slid right through there. And in some places the plain side will show, and in some places this beautiful pink will show. And I think it's going to be just perfect. So let's see, maybe I want a little bit more. Just going to tie an overhand knot. I'm going to direct the shorter piece to the front, the longer piece to the back. And what will happen to close up this big fatty beautiful is you just wrap the fabric around. And if you didn't leave enough on one side or the other, you just untie this knot and move the fabric around. That easy. And it's easy to get it nice and tight to keep stuff from trying to escape. And wait till you see how gorgeous it looks. Not my best bow tying, but honestly with mine, when I'm done at the end of the night, I don't fuss too much about the bow, but then when I'm done at the end of the season, I make a prettier bow when it goes on the shelf. And after people look at it, I fuss with it. And I know there's a way to make the fabric face the right way, I just didn't tie the bow right. But I think you get the idea. Oh, look how beautiful it is. Straighten that up a little bit. Don't want to cut the fabric too short in case the book gets fatter. So I'll go ahead and give it about that much. And look at that beauty. It's like a delicious Christmas gift all by itself. What do you guys think? I hope you're trying to make one for yourself. Let me show you the top here. I ended up going in and putting in several different tabs because I love how that looks with stuff hanging out. And I will show you what I did. Just added a few little extra bits. So this is our pocket. In the front pocket, I put, well, I'm going to put, I took them out so we could do the front. This is what's left from the paper pack. They're just little offcuts plus what we didn't use from the cover piece. I'll put that in this pocket as well, so that whoever ends up with the journal has some bits to play with. I took a playing card and wrapped some of the washi tape that we used and some of the snowflake trim that I used, and that's going to be in that pocket as well. So it's sort of a little journal on the go. This is the front page. I put in this tag from the paper kit. Little cut aparts from there as well, stuck in the front pocket. Just this beautiful trim on here. Christmas music from a vintage book. This is the pocket we made, and I ended up moving that vintage Christmas card into this pocket. Here is our Christmas Ideals page that we did. Still love that with the lace, and it's a flip out. The beautiful Kool-Aid dyed paper from my friend Elizabeth, stapled on a little bit of this weird fuzzy pink fabric that I love. It looks really purple on camera, but it's much pinker. And it went sort of cattywampus on the back, and that is absolutely fine with me. I like it. This is our fabric flip. We did this one with the pretty organza bow. Ledger paper. I didn't do too much without you, I don't think. This is another tab that I put on the top, and I just put some of the fabric right down here with a Tim Holtz embellishment, just for fun. And that flips out, and that's the other side of the tab. This is the pocket we made at the beginning, and I made this very simple tag, a piece of the scrapbook paper and a Tim Holtz card. Love how that looks, and it fits beautifully in there. Back side of that coffee dyed. Other side of the ledger. Love this ledger paper. That's the ledger page book that we stenciled. And I found that brush. Remember I was complaining about how big and lumpy the brush was? I found the right size one exactly where it belongs. I swear that Mark is messing with me. Very strange. This is our other side of the Kool-Aid dyed paper, where we put this pretty little envelope tuck spot. And we have a charm and another sticky outy piece. This is the other Ideals page. I just stapled a little bit of the paper up there to have something else sticking out of the top of the book. There's that gorgeous page for Ideals. The calligraphy page. Pocket that we made at the beginning, and there's a little card that I made. And here is our craft colored glassine bag with our giant tag. Then back here, there's the other glassine bag pocket that we made with the tag in it. And I just tucked a couple of the journaling cards in the tuck spot. I did remember to sign it. And then if you turn the whole thing over, there's the secret folio. So there's the back of the journal. This is a little pocket with that snowflake trim. I put a couple vintage flashcards or playing cards in there just because of the colors. And they're fun to play with. Opens up this way. Here's that beautiful page that opens. Here's our belly band. I put in this cute bow. I think this is Kate Spade. Maybe the gold ones are. At any rate, it's this cute little pink paperclip bow that's holding in a little piece of the scrapbook paper, our music paper pocket that we made, and a piece of Tim Holtz ephemera, just keeping them from flying. And then here's that beautiful old Christmas card that we glued in as a tuck spot, and it opens up all the way for all this beautiful journaling space. And I put in a piece of coffee dyed memo pad so that whoever gets the journal has some extra paper to play with. That could actually fit beautifully right there, just for some journaling or to make a flip or whatever. So many opportunities in this book to be creative and keep all your beautiful December memories. So that is it. It's been so much fun crafting with you guys. Thank you so much for coming and playing. I hope you give this a shot. It's so easy. Such a great way to use up those paper scraps. As you saw, we started with very little left of this paper pad, and I think it ends up coordinating beautifully, and it's just a nifty little place to keep those Christmas memories. So there we go. Not even slightly better job. I know how to do this, I promise. All right, so there she is. This is Victorian Christmas 2. Thanks so much, you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.